What's up, fam? What's up? Welcome back to Live Like Low. Today we are going to be working with our past timelines again. We're working on our final part of aspect 1, which is our past timelines, and the final part of this is the quantum mind, and this is our master key and our skeleton key, or you could call it a skeleton key. I prefer master key because it sounds cool, but if you're thinking about, your skeletons in the closet, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, let me move this over a little bit. Our master key, right? Made up of your skeleton. Our master key is our quantum mind. Okay? So let's talk about the quantum mind here. Okay, cool. I'm like talking to spirit. I'm like, can I go lofty? They're like, go lofty, baby. Okay. So when we're talking about the quantum mind, what we're doing is we're attaching our higher mind to our I am presence. I wrote presence. So our I am presence, all right, is our quantum mind. Now, this is the conductor of our quantum mind. They control the quantum mind because it's their mind. Does that make sense? Our I am presence is our God self. This is the version of you that has created a godlike appearance, a godlike self. It is the version of you that serves the creator, or that is first emanated from the creator. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope it does, because that's all I got. All right. So this is your God self, right? So now I want you to understand that as you come into this quantum mind, what's going to happen is your higher mind is going to integrate with your God self mind. Okay? Now, how does this happen? First, you're going to become aware. This is going to take some meditation, guys. You're going to become aware of your God self. For those of you who are egoic, please go away, because if you're not ready to face this motherfucker, they will eat you alive just to put you in the right mindset so that you can receive what they got for you, okay? So first you need to become aware of your God self. I would say don't try to immediately integrate this. You need to learn about this self like they are a deity themselves. Does that make sense? So that you can understand their ins and outs, and you can understand how this relates to you, how you move energy, what specifically is going on with you. So you become aware of your God self. Now, this part is going to be a little bit hard. From becoming aware, you are now going to ask, okay, you're going to ask, and you're going to learn about your fractality. Everyone has a specific fractality of their soul. How do they move through time and space? What type of lives do they like to live? Etc., etc., etc. Why did the God self choose this particular fractal, which is you, fractal, to embody and to become? What is it that it wishes to learn through you? And through becoming associated with the quantum mind, you now are able to control the reality around you. Now, that sounds a little crazy. Let's talk about it. What is reality? What is reality for you? Because reality is a construct, right? So what you have to understand is reality only exists by the holder. What your eyes, your ears, your nose, mouth, and hands perceive. What do you perceive, right? And What does that mean? Now you have this version of yourself, right? And basically what's happening is now that you're learning that your conscious, subconscious, and superconscious are all mechanisms to create the reality that you experience. Does that make sense? When we have our, and now guys, I know some of you are just like, but we already knew that, but it's different, okay? It's different because for a while, okay, this is a psychology concept, the conscious, subconscious, superconscious, etc. But what I want you to understand is that you're going to now understand how this vehicle is set up to move you through life, okay? Because right now this was, well, how am I myself, right? At a point, this was the person in the vehicle identifying with the vehicle. You are not the vehicle. You are inside of the vehicle driving the vessel, right? The vehicle is your body. The vehicle is your body, your conscious, subconscious, and superconscious, your lower mind, your higher mind, your quantum mind. They are all there. They're constructs. Your quantum mind is what you really are, okay? This version of you is really the driver, okay? Your higher mind is the person who has already reached the destination. And your current mind, whatever version of mind you are at the current time, your current mind is that inside the vehicle. They are here in the vehicle, okay? So what we need you to understand is how this perception is controlling your reality, okay? And you need to understand this concept and connect with your higher mind so that you can understand the whole meaning of I am. Okay? When you understand the weight of I am, some of y'all might not be catching it, and it's okay. The weight of I am, who you are, the way that you move, and the way that you manifest, the weight of it. The quantum mind is the I am presence. The weight of I am, who you are as a soul, in contandem with reality, creates physicality, creates the physical, right? I am in the reality creates the physical. Does that make sense? So when you want something physically to happen, you have to I am ... it to happen. You have to create the identity for yourself for it to come into fruition. Now, this might be like a really lofty concept, right? But what I want you to understand is once you have paired I am with your identity, you need to understand that that thing is going to come into physicality. It will become your perceivable reality. Okay? Now, guys, don't go with the I am a billionaire, because if you wanted to be a billionaire, that means that now you need to take on the identity of a billionaire. And if you have yet to become a thousandaire, 100,000aire, a millionaire, or a multimillionaire, for you to take on the identity of a billionaire, you would have to go through all those previous identities. Or you would have to find a way to assume the identity. Assuming the identity of it now without having lack inside of you. The problem is lack when you try to do money as an identity. But what you can do, let's say for example, you wanted to become a billionaire. Right? So instead of thinking about the money, I want you to think about, what do they do? Who are they? And what do they have? What do they value? I'll tell you right now, a lot of billionaires value time and they value family, people around them they can trust. So what I would add to I am is I am free and loved. That sounds really simple, right? Where's the monetary in that? But if you are free, no construct can hold you, including a job. All right? If you are free from your constraints and you are loved, you have a loving family, you can now assume the identity of an abundant person because you are free. The creator, the I am, is unconditional love. Y'all, I feel like I'm just writing letters at this point. But it's unconditional love, right? So if the creator is unconditional love and you are free and you are love, or you are loved, right? Then now your freeness can create a situation where money, I don't know how to draw a money bag, let's try. Money loves you because you're an abundant person. You're already abundant. You're already abundant. Everything about you is abundant. Everything about you is loved. Does that make sense? I'm going to reel this back in a little bit. Sometimes I try to go for like the super duper lofty stuff, guys, but like I can get a little bit away from myself, so I try to keep it together, right? So how do you become aware of your God self? Now, I kind of took you through the thought process of it, but now I want to take you through the physicality. So here's an exercise. I want you to go into meditation. I'll try to make a meditation for you guys on the channel for this, but just, if you want to do it now, you're going to go into meditation and you're going to focus on yourself, who you are, right? Now, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to be all zen and stuff. Probably going to be sitting in a chair, just relaxing and stuff, right? And he looked like he's cyanide me, but it's okay. Just go to sleep, sir. Okay, now he's angry. I don't know how to draw people. Okay, so now he's sitting there, he's chilling or whatever. Right? And then I want you to visualize yourself. Okay? Chilling. And you are going to imagine your higher self. Whatever that looks like. What's up, girl? Shaking your booty and stuff. Boo, boo. Right? She living her best life. He living his best life. You know what I'm talking about? Going to imagine this higher self. Right? Then you are going to assimilate this higher self. You're going to bring it down around your body. It's going to look a little bit like this. This is your regular aura. This is your higher self. You're going to imagine a giant energy coming over you, the full totality of your current fractal spirit, okay? Then you're going to go up and you're going to imagine your I am presence. This is your I am, the non-physicality, the truth of you, the I, right? The truth of you. And you're going to bring that down around your body. And that is just going to go on forever. It's going to be really big. It's going to be so big that you're only going to be able to feel the presence but not perceive how big it is, because it is essentially bigger than the planet. Everyone's is going to be a little bit bigger depending on how old your fractal or how old your soul is in general. If your soul is relatively new, it might be as big as maybe a solar system, okay? Sometimes they can be as small as planets, but that's not, it's mostly going to be bigger than that. If you are an old soul, you may encompass a universe. You may encompass several star systems, okay? You may encompass multiple different galaxies, right? If you're pulling yourself around yourself and then just allowing it to be itself, you're going to be able to perceive the energies inside of it because you have brought it down around you. Does that make sense? Okay, into the physical realm. Now, what I want you to understand is now that all of these versions of you have now created a megascope around you. Now you'll be able to feel the totality of yourself. You are now going to create direct communication through all three of you so that you can have an intermingling channel where there is communication coming down and there is communication going up, okay? And this way you're able to talk to yourself. Now, if you want to go the extra step, you can bring forth the creator. Sorry guys, this is just how I visualize things. So then you're going to bring forth the creator into this energy, and they are going to beam their consciousness down into the channel, and therefore you have communication between all four of you. The you that you are now, the fractal. The you that you are, the higher self. The you that you are, the I am presence. The you that you are, the creator. And you're just going to sit in it. Just sit. Get used to it. Get used to being a powerful bitch or a guy, powerful dude, a powerful female, powerful king, queen, goddess, god, whatever. Just feel it. Just feel it and feel the love, because that's what the creator is. It's love, and it loves you. Now, in order for you to attain the quantum key, you need to be able to accept that this exists and that it's real. And that whatever this is telling you is the truth that you desire, is the truth that will take you wherever you want to go. It's the truth of your life. It's the truth of your existence. Now, this is where an existential crisis could come in. But I'm here to tell you it's going to be fine, okay? I'm here to tell you that your life is not over. You're not going to die or anything. It's just going to be intense as fuck. Does that make sense? Sometimes when we feel our whole self, we can disassociate and be like, oh my God, that's so cool. And then like, it's too much for our mind and our vessel, our ego, to go back there and really integrate that into our daily life and be able to also understand that we are this person. with friends and family and children and lovers, right? And, you know, whatever vices we like, and we like to drink and have marijuana and shit. And also all of this. All of that. Sometimes that is really fucking hard, right? The reason why I'm taking you through this. Now, some people will teach you manifestation differently, will teach you quantum leaps differently. But what I'm teaching you is how to become in tandem, how to become unified, whole, stable as a human, but also as the full embodiment of the atom Cadman. In my healing modality, we erect your full energy body, the atom Cadman, the Melchizedek method. What I'm teaching you right here is the logical idea. This is how you create it without having help. Now, you're not going to be, it's not going to be amazing, right? It's not going to be fully activated, but you are going to be connected in the right way, and you're going to be led in the right way. And what this also helps you to prevent is shifting into the wrong timeline, thinking that it's your ideal timeline when it's actually your living hell because you saw somebody on YouTube for years doing it and you were like, that's what I want, and you hopped up into it and then it fucking sucked and you couldn't leave. Does that make sense? Because then you became, again, the negative lower self in that higher timeline, and then you had to fall back down into the previous timelines in order to figure out what you wanted. While instead, you could just not go through that process in the first place. Or if you're there now, because some of you who are watching are there, if you are there now, you can start this process now and get your guidance and move forward differently. Instead of falling down, you can maintain until you're able to shift out. Sometimes we think we want something, and then when we get there, we're like, this shit fucking sucks. I don't want to be here anymore. So let me figure out how to get the fuck up out of here. So this is the final part to our past timelines. And this is going to allow you to also tap into some of your past lives as well. If you want to know more about your past lives or your Akashic records, I suggest that you guys go check out my YouTube playlist. It's called Creating an Astral Altar. It teaches you how to create an astral pocket dimension with Archangel Michael. And it also helps you to create an Akashic Records door in that pocket dimension, only meant for you. Don't take people there. And you can store whatever information you receive, downloads from your angels, from the creator, from your deities, and also access your Akashic Records and explore that with I teach you how to create an all book as well as a guide for your Akashic Records that can help you move around in there, okay? Usually I use Thoth, but for some of you, that may not be what you want to use, so you are sure to you can call a deity in, or you can call a specific ancestor in to help you, okay? All right, guys, so this is it. This is how you access your quantum mind. You have the exercise. When you get into your meditation, you're going to sit and chill and get into that vibe. And then you're going to feel your consciousness rise up into the higher self. And then you're going to sit there for a few minutes. Probably about 5 minutes would be best. Conversate with yourself, hear yourself, feel the extent of who you are. And then come up into your I am presence and feel that. and understand who you are. Bring all of that down into your current awareness field of your physical body. Experience what that is in physicality and in non-physicality, and then speak to it. Bring forth the creator into the connection so that you can feel the true power and understanding of what you have inside and outside. And then understand that if you do this on a daily basis, your life will freaking change with the other things that we have already talked about. If you do this exercise with your daily guidance practice, you will get some intense insights that will be amazing. If you guys try this out and you want to share your experiences, please do comment them below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys had to say. I love you so much, and I hope that this series already has been helpful to you. And in our next portion of the series, we're going to move on to number 2. I'll see you guys later.